Hi, now my attention has been brought to the political happening at the coastal scene the past probably 1 to 2 weeks. It has been what probably Wetangula calls it messy and noisy. But you see, at the end of the day, we as the residents of Mombasa have a stake in whatever is happening right now. We made choices and elected our leaders towards the last election of probably 2017. Before we went for the presidential runoff, we had already elected our member of parliament, our governors, and the sorts. So people from different sects, from different angles, from different corners of the county will say that we made a bad choice, we made a good choice, we made this, we made this, we made this, we made this, and that. But what is important right now? Why are we having coastal leaders speaking from different tones and voices? Are we partly to blame for this? Are we the people who are responsible for all of this? Yes, we are. Why? Because we are being used each and every electioneering period. I included, you included, and others included. For those who are not being used and they vote biblically and religiously and say that at the end of the day, I went and voted, so whether my vote went to waste or not, then so be it. But we need to change our focus on how we do our politics as we approach 2022. We need to look further, more than political angles that we've always been talking about at the coastal scenes. We've entrusted different people with our affairs, performed, maybe underperformed at different levels. But as we move forward, we need to start asking ourselves, do we need a politician again as a governor in Mombasa? Do we need a blend of a politician with a technocrat? Do we need someone who has a thorax voice, who can agitate for our needs when it comes to our what we want as citizens of Mombasa? If we change the way we look at things, then probably we could be having sober discussions. You realize the kind of tidal wave that is sweeping the country in general. We have started seeing realignments. I may tell you that probably some of these realignments and alliances may not even go past 1 year. We know the nature of politics. NAC was formed NAC of 2002 was formed in between 6 to 8 months. The Jubilee Alliance also somewhere between 6 to 12 months or 8 to 12 months. So these are the kind of discussions that we need to have right now. We may be on social media on top of our voices, agitating for who is good, who is bad. But at the end of the day, we have a lot of time, 2 years, to have a round table meeting as youth, as people, as women groups. You realize that 2000 is the march in an election period that we the youth tunatumiwa. Utapata ukienda sana umefika 5,000, 10,000. Then at the end of it all, that position won't be yours. You fought vigorously in Changamwe Ward, you fought vigorously in Kisauni, you fought vigorously for an MCA, you fought vigorously for an MP or a governor somewhere. But at the end of it all, hiyo nguvu yote ambayo ulitumia ukienda kumtetea huko kwa field, you never probably gave it a thought and asked, what at the end of it all? Do we have jobs for the youth? Right now, unaweza kujitetea kivyako, but at the end of it all, look at it from the general population of the youth that we have in Mombasa. Wamezoea kutumia mama zetu, wakishanunuliwa leso 1, 2, 3 na unga 1, 2, 3. Sawa, unga ni chakula, but mama zetu wanatumika. Je, bado wataka mamako atumike kwa siasa ambayo inakuja 2022? Hizi ndio baadhi ya maongezi ambayo takana tuanze kuwa nazo tunapoelekea mwaka wa 2022. Haya mengine yote ni kwamba leaders wetu wakae chini waanze kujadili kwa undani. Kuna wanasarakasi ambao wako hapo ndani, walishakaa maongezi yao na some of our leaders hazijaenda kadri walivyokuwa wanadhania. So as we approach 2022, we need to have sober discussions. We've been seeing discussions along the SGR, discussions along the youth employment, discussion about the county relief food. We need to start thinking, not just thinking, but thinking big. This election that is coming, we need not to make mistakes. Let us decide the kind of leaders, all the way from the MCA, all the way to the MP, all the way to the governorship position. We're not limiting only our discussions only on governor and MP. If your MCA is underperforming, it's right time, the best time right now, to start challenging the policies that he had addressed, that he was going to perform in 2017. If they have not done that, it is our responsibility to look at that. I may be talking for myself, but I know there's a general population, a consensus in our heads that we need to change the way we look at things. Otherwise, have a good week. We still have a law that is transpiring in the parliament and the local parliaments, and we still have also COVID-19 to deal with. Right now, it's in our courts and police stations, so we applaud all the measures taken by the national government and the county government in the fight against COVID. I know all Kenyans where they are right now. No one is dreaming of any extension of a cessation, or a curfew past June 6th. We are very sure, not very sure, but we are hoping for the best. Some people are dying of mental health outside here. People have not been able to meet their socio-economical needs. And we have been disconstructed and constricted due to the COVID pandemic that is now running for the 4th month. So all of us are hopeful for the best. But as we discuss politics, let us discuss mature politics on top of the table. We are going for a very crucial time as we approach 2021. We don't know how long COVID is going to prolong issues. So all the best as we articulate our issues both on social media as human rights activists, as activists on the ground, as social media, as political activists and the rest. So thank you so much. I appreciate you for your time.